everyone, this is Ashmita from Sources Classes, and as you can see on your screen, this is the ISS IES paper of 2022, the General English paper we are talking about. And in today's class, we are solving question number 1D, that is the essay portion we have started, and I have already completed number A, B, and C in in the previous videos. One by one, I'm solving the essays in each of my classes. As you can see, you need to write an essay on any one of the following topics in 800 words. So in today's class, I have chosen number D. Can artificial intelligence or AI replace human agency? Can AI replace humans? That is what we are going to talk about in today's class, and I'm going to tell you what points you can include. But before that, let me tell you it's an argumentative topic. So, what is an argumentative topic? You might have done in your school days, I suppose. Most of you might have done. So, argument means there's a topic given to you. It's kind of a debate. You're either saying for or you're saying against it. And whether you are going for or against the topic, you have to present your ideas why you are for or against the topic along with certain examples. And don't give silly examples, because after all it's so high standard essay and you cannot give such silly examples like making your own. You have to give from the real instances. And yeah, at last in the conclusion portion you have to give this a neutral solution. Okay, suppose you are introducing the topic. You in the introduction portion you can talk about what is AI. Okay, then you can talk about a little bit of what AI can do. How was it made? Just one or two sentences, not more than that. Then, before moving over to the actual body of the essay, you will have to mention whether you are for the topic or you are against the topic. Okay, now here we are not talking about a particular word, we are exactly talking about the topic. Whether you are for the topic or you are against the topic. Okay. Okay, so from my part, I would be providing you points for both for as well as for against. So whether you are for, whether you are against, you can note down the points, what you can write or what you could have written, or if this kind of topic comes in some other way, what points you can include. Okay. Yes. So as I told you in the beginning only, that first you need to start with your introduction. All right. Uh, but before talking about that, let me tell you here, I'm not going to give you any points regarding introduction, because you just need to introduce what is artificial intelligence. And then you have to mention whether you are for the topic or you're against the topic. Now, people who are for the topic, I am providing you with certain points. Like, machine take decision based on previous data records. With algorithms, the chances of errors are reduced. We can talk about these things. This is an achievement, as solving complex problems require difficult calculation that can be done without any error. Secondly, business organizations use digital assistants to interact with their users. This helps them to save an ample amount of time. The demand for users' businesses is fulfilled, and thus they don't have to wait. So these are the quick remedies of or quick helpful side of the AI technology. They are programmed to give the best possible assistance or help to a user. For example, there's this Mars orbiter mission. You can give this example. Or yes, you all might have watched this movie Mission Mangal, which is based on it. How are they reaching to such great heights? The first reason being the human brain, and the second being artificial intelligence. Uh, yes, of course. There is no room for error with artificial intelligence. So AI doesn't provide any room for error. Okay, you can talk about this point also. The robots are fed with information and that is sent to explore space. Now, metal bodies have more resistant and a great ability to endure the space and hostile atmosphere. Of course, they don't need food, they don't need oxygen. Then you can obviously talk about these things. They are created and used in such a way that they cannot be modified or get disfigured or break down in a hostile environment. You can talk about all these things. Other advantages or people who are writing for the topic can include AI doesn't get tired or wear out easily. Okay, wear and tear, you know that. Artificial intelligence and the science of robotics is used in mining and other fuel exploration processes. These complex machines help to explore the ocean floor and overcome the human limitations. Due to programming of the robots, they can perform a more laborious task with extra hard work and with greater responsibility. Moreover, they do not wear out easily. Okay. Digital assistance helps in the day-to-day course. Yes, course. Now Siri, yes, Siri, then Alexa, all these are there nowadays. Listens to us and performs the task in one tap. GPS, okay, navigation services helps you to travel the world. Artificial intelligence is widely employed by financial institutions and banking institutions because it helps to organize and manage the data. Also, detection of fraud uses artificial intelligence in a smart card based system. So, you can include all these points. Highly advanced organizations have digital assistants which help them to interact with the users and save the need for human resources. Right program decisions can be taken if they are worked upon rationally. But with humans, emotions come along. That's quite correct. When artificial thinkers, there is no with, actually, it would be with, okay. With artificial thinkers, there is no distraction at all, okay. They don't have an emotional side and that makes robots think logically. Yes, they are not inclined emotionally towards anything. Emotions are not associated with them, and therefore the mood doesn't hamper the efficiency. Thus, they are always productive. Very, very good topic. Yeah, you can include this point at the beginning only because you see, emotions, like we as humans, we have a lot of emotions. We get very moody. Most of the youth are depressed nowadays, and hence they don't work. So emotions um, like hamper our system a lot. Like mentally, we get really hampered, and rather mentally, we get tortured by our emotions. But with AI technology, robots don't have emotions, and that is why. Uh, Nothing can actually hamper their efficiency. So they're always 100% productive. They're always energetic if they have full charged battery. Repetitive jobs. The same old task. A task that doesn't add value is of no use. Also, repetitive jobs are monotonous, like really boring and tiring in nature, and can be carried out with the help of machine intelligence. Machines think faster than humans and can perform various functions at the same time. It can be employed to carry out dangerous tasks, and its parameters are adjusted. This is not possible with humans as their speed and time can't be calculated on the basis of parameters. Other important things are there, that is medical applications. With medical applications of AI, wide scope of application is present. Doctors assess the patients and their health risks with the help of artificial machine intelligence. So, of course, the doctors, being normal human beings, can only give you this prescribed medicine and they can treat you. Yeah, they can obviously treat you, but not without detecting what kind of disease you're having, or rather not without detecting or using those kind of latest technologies that will help to actually understand what disease you are having and how that can be cured. So, with the help of advanced technology, or rather AI, we are being helped by the doctors. Doctors can assess their patient on the basis of AI. Now, the applications help to educate the machine about the side effects of various medicines. Nowadays, medical professionals are trained with artificial surgery simulators. It uses the application which helps in detecting and monitoring the neurological disorders and stimulate the brain functions. So everything within us is being checked with the help of AI. A machine doesn't require breaks like the way humans do. They are programmed for long hours and can continuously perform without getting bored or distracted. The machine does not get tired even if it has to work for consecutive hours. This is a major benefit over humans, of course, who need a rest from time to time to be efficient. Really, especially we people are always feeling lazy and always inactive, like always in bed. Even if we are doing our studies, half of the time we are always laying on the bed and doing that. So, very, very lazy people. However, in the case of machines, their efficiency is not affected by any external factor, and it does not get away in and it does not get in the way of the continuous work. Like it can be any kind of hangouts with your friends, any kind of like storybook reading or Netflix or Amazon Prime, anything that nowadays are distracting the youth. Um, Nothing will distract this particular machine having AI. Okay, now people who are against the topic, they can follow the rest of the portion. Okay, who are against the topic. Right decision making. The complete absence of emotions from a machine makes it more efficient uh, as they are able to make the right decision. Okay, no, 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 no. This portion is not for the against. Really sorry. This is still under the for category, like people who are for the topic. Yes, right decision making. The complete absence of emotions from a machine makes it more efficient as they are able to make the right decisions in a short span of time. Yes, once again, absence of emotions you can talk about. The best example of this is in its usage in healthcare, as I have told you. The integration of AI tools in the healthcare sector has improved the efficiency of treatments by minimizing the risk of false diagnosis. Yes, so the use of AI is actually minimizing the risk of false diagnosis. That's really good. Implementing AI in risky situations. Now, human safety is taken care of by machines. Obviously, safety is vulnerable, and with machines that are fitted with predefined algorithms, this can be used. Like scientists use complex machines to study the ocean floor where human survival becomes difficult. This is the level of AI. It takes the place where humans can't reach, thus helps to solve issues in a jiffy, like in a blink of an eye. Okay, yes, now we are going to talk about the against points, what you can include. High cost. Okay, it's true that AI comes with a high cost, but there is no such thing as a free lunch too. It requires huge costs as it is a complex machine. Apart from the installation cost, its repair and maintenance also require huge costs. Moreover, the software programs need frequent upgradation. Yes, even in your phone, the smartphone that you are using, it requires updates really frequently and cater to the needs of the changing environment. Also, if there is a breakdown, the cost of procurement is very high. With that, recovery requires huge time too. No human replication. No matter how smart a machine becomes, it can never replicate a human. Machines are rational but very inhuman as they don't possess emotions and moral values. They don't they don't know what is ethical and what's legal, and because of this don't have their own judgment making skills. Of course, because they don't have brain, it's all programmed from our side. Okay, so they don't have their own way of thinking. It's already programmed with it. They do what they are told to do, and therefore the judgment of right or wrong is nil for them. If they encounter a situation that is unfamiliar to them, then they perform incorrectly or else break down in such situations. That's really funny, and yeah, that requires more concentration from the people who are actually in like investing in AI and actually doing these things, like making these kind of machines that requires a lot of attention. Artificial intelligence cannot be improved with experience. They can perform the same function again if no different command is given to them. With time, it can lead to wear and tear. It stores a lot of data, but the way it can be accessed and used is very different from human intelligence. Also, they can't cope up with a dynamic environment, and so they are unable to alter their responses to the changing environments. Artificial intelligence doesn't have feelings, and because of which there is nothing like working with a whole heart or with full passion for them. There is no sense of belonging or togetherness or a human touch. They fail to distinguish between a hard-working individual and an inefficient individual. Next point that you can include is they can't be creative. They can only do what they are being taught or commanded. Though they help in designing and creating, they can't match the power of a human brain. Of course, machines can't be that much creative. We as human beings are very, very creative. If you see people from all over the world, they are introducing new things every day. They are so creative. Humans are sensitive and intellectuals, and they are create and very creative too. They can generate ideas and can think out of the box. They see, hear, think, feel, which machines can't. Their thoughts are guided by the feelings, which completely lacks in machines. No matter how much a machine outgrows, it can't inherit the intuitive abilities of the human brain and can't replicate it. Um, Okay, another very important point that a person can include for the against section is unemployment. This one is the riskiest and can have severe effects. Now, with capital intensive technologies, human intensive requirements have decreased in some industries. And if in the future human beings don't add to their skills, then in no time we can see that they will be replaced with machines. The major issue of the GDP being stagnant or not growing at the expected rate is unemployment. People don't possess the required skills that are in demand, and there is huge demand and supply gap because of this. So here I have given a very small neutral point. Okay, and I haven't given a very big conclusion. You can add your own points. As the age old saying goes, necessity is the mother of all innovations or inventions, we can say. So is the case with AI. Human beings know what they need and are getting increasingly better in defining their wants and quickly transforming this into reality. So you see, it's a neutral point. Like human beings know what they are doing, right? Whether it's bad for them, whether it's good for them, they know what they are doing. And if AI is required, they will definitely make further changes in the machines that are using AI. And if someday human beings think that no, they do not require this AI technology, they can do all by themselves, of course, all these would be destroyed someday by human beings. So yes, that's it for today's class. We're going to meet once again in our next classes. But before ending the class, let me tell you, in our classes, we teach for any kind of entrance exams, any kind of competitive exams. So if you are preparing for any kind of entrance exams, you can contact us for expert guidance. Apart from that, we provide you with live lectures, recorded lectures, portal access. We also provide you with mock test facilities, scholarship facilities, crash course facilities, and solutions to the previous year's papers, and also study materials that you will get at Amazon and Flipkart also. Plus, you will also get the solutions from our institutions in the form of study materials at your doorstep through the fastest delivery possible. That's it for today's class. We are meeting once again in our next classes.